So today we are going to understand about the best tool which is used to find the solar path. Okay, sir, what is this tool? Generally, the name of this tool is nothing but a solar obstacle analysis tool. Okay, so we need to analyze the obstacles which are there when you are going to install an solar panel. Okay, so the name of the tool which is used to find out the obstacles is called as solar pathfinder. So everyone knows there is some kind of a tool like this tool is like this, but everyone says that this is the tool used and you are going to find the solar path like this, and we can identify the number of shadows available, but no one knows how to actually measure what actually the measurement is. Okay, so now today we will try to understand how the measurement is made and what are the different axes we have in this tool. Okay, now coming to the basic logic, so you can see here this is not a big complex tool, this is like a normal physical tool. It's not a purely electronic base, it's like a physical tool. The original structure will be like this. Okay, so you can see the original structure. So this will like a sphere, a small ball you can place on a tripod, and you can identify how many obstacles are there. Okay, so how to identify? So this is how a tool looks like, but now we are trying to understand what is the importance of this tool and how to measure the obstacles. Okay, so when you come to the in detail, this is the tool. So this is a black background, but ours is an white background. Other than this, nothing else. Okay, so when you come to the logic, so here you are going to have your sun. Okay, so the sun is there, sun is traveling from morning to evening. Okay, morning 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to plot the horizontal lines. Okay, so this horizontal line is nothing but sun direction at 6 a.m. This red line is nothing but sun direction at 7 a.m. The next line is at 8 a.m. like that, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. and after that at mid we have the maximum irradiation, and then we are going to vary 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Now coming to the clarity, you can see here the sun is traveling from top to the bottom. Now we are in which hemisphere? Southern hemisphere. In our southern hemisphere, how the sun travel? It travels from east to west. Okay, so that's what we are saying. It is traveling from east to west, and this is what the orientation of the sun. So that's why we are drawing the horizontal line for every 1 hour. So those horizontal lines are indicated in which color? Red color. So all the horizontal line are which lines? These are timeline, which is nothing but 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 12 p.m. and up to 5 p.m. Okay, so these are called as the horizontal lines. And now we are going to mark the different arcs. Okay, so this is nothing but arcs. Sir, what are these different arcs? So these arcs are nothing but how many months we have. So how many months we have in a year? 12 months. Okay, so but actually I'm not drawing in an order from 1 to 12. So I'm going to divide into 4 sessions. Why? Because we have how many seasons? 4 seasons. Okay, so like that I have been divided into 4 sessions that will be divided in this meter. Okay, so you can see here how it is divided every month. Okay, so this is month 1. First month is December. Okay, so you can see this chart. So first month is December month. Okay, so December month you are going to draw one arc. Okay, so the next month is nothing but January month. Okay, the next month is January, next month is November. Okay, so like this you can see January, December, January, November, the behavior is same, which is like an winter season. Okay, so coming to the next 3 months, so next you have February, October, March. So this consists of so this February to March approximately we have a little bit more summer, so that's why it comes at the center of the diagram. So after that the rainy season will start April, August, May is one more 3 months, and the next 3 months are June, July, September. So here the maximum rainy will be there. Okay, so we have 4 different variations. One is rainy, one is summer, one is winter, next one is monsoon. Okay, so like that 4 threes are 12 months. That's how it is categorized. First 3 months, next 3 months, next 3 months, and next 3 months. Okay, so this is the original solar pathfinder. Okay, so now we are having the solar pathfinder and we identified all the vertical lines are nothing but what? the time durations for every 1 hour. We have drawn the red color time duration, and we are going to draw the arcs. How many arcs we will draw? 12 arcs. Why? Because 12 months. Okay, so like that, correspondingly seasonally we have drawn the different arcs. So now if you take this equipment and you are going to place in an where we are going to install an solar panel. Okay, so I have taken this equipment, and this will have some glass covering on it. Okay, and we are going to place this on an where we are going to install the solar panel. Okay, so when you start installing, what will happen is, and you can see at the center for every month it is indicated as in between this line, two red line, it is indicated in percentage: 1%, 2%, 3%, 4, 5, 6, maximum 7%, and once again it will decrease: 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like that, it will be divided into percentage. Okay, so like this you can see how many months it is there, percentage. Okay, so here you can see that representation. Okay, so how many months, for all the months it will have percentage. Okay, are drawn only for October month. Similarly, it will be there for all 12 months, and it will be expressed in percentages. Okay, so now what you have to do is, okay, so now we started analyzing this obstacle analysis tool. Technically it is called solar pathfinder. What is the need of this tool? The purpose of this tool is to plot the obstacles which are available in your location, and this tool is used to find the best location of solar panel. And this tool is like mobile means you can easily move this tool from one place to another place. By using this tool, we are going to find the best location where we have to place the solar panel. For example, we identified, we are thinking that this is the best location. When you keep this tool in that location, then it will say how many obstacles are there, or whether the site is suitable for erection or not, or we want to go for a new site. So that data will be provided by this solar pathfinder. So now I am saying this is not a 100% electronic, this is a manual chart. So we have latest electronic based also. So next one is this tool will give you the quick check of obstacles. So how many obstacles are there in a system? For example, so morning it may have a little bit lighting, but afternoon if you go, automatically some shadow effect will come. At evening you have more shadow effect here. Okay, like that, due to time or dynamically what is going to change, the shadow is going to change. We cannot predict which may not be there in morning, which may be available at evening, which is not there which is not there in morning may be available at evening. Like that, it will be reverse also. Okay, so that's why this tool is very much important while you are developing the location, or while you are identifying the best location for solar path, solar panel installation. Okay, so if you are not exactly performing this analysis, is a waste of investment. Some crores of amount you are going to invest. After investment, you may have shadow effect, or that may not have a required amount of power generation. So all this plays a major role. That's why as a site site installation, you need to know about this solar pathfinder. Okay, so now we are very clear about this horizontal lines and vertical lines. Now let's try to see here. Now assume that we placed this solar pathfinder in one location, so where we are going to install the solar panel. Okay, so already I told, so now this is going to, so when you place this in an solar where we are going to install the solar panel location, automatically what will happen is, so this complete diagram will be like this. Okay, so it will be converted, the shaded area will be shown like this, or when you see this, now it's like in which color? Black color. Okay, so whenever all the shadows which fall on it, then it will show the remaining will be in black color, and this color will, this where shadow is there will be shown in white color, or it's like a shadow. For example, you have this pen. Okay, so when the shadow is falling, how it will be? Like shadow, shaded path. So whenever shadow is falling, automatically you can understand that that path is not suitable. Okay, so now when you place this solar pathfinder in a solar panel location, then it automatically, it will show. So you can see some, you can take a pen will be provided by this tool. By using this pen, you can identify by drawing this diagram where the location is there, and this location will give you the data where solar irradiation is available. So the area, for example, I marked this area, and this area will be shown little bit brighter, and this will be in which color? Darker. So wherever the dark is there, you can understand that there is no solar radiation. So I identified the shadow is showing like this, and this area is for me to visible, it's like in which color? Little bit more lighter. So I have taken a pen and I start drawing what the diagram is indicating, I had drawn. So this area will be shown in which color? Light color. So this is like black, no, so it will be shown like this. Okay, so if any shadow is there and we are going to draw like this, and it will be shown like this. And wherever the lighting is less, we can take your pen, a pen will be provided for you. If you use that pen automatically, so this is the area which is identified by your solar pathfinder, and this is the area sufficient where the sunlight will be available. The remaining area, there is no possibility of available of sunlight. So now how to calculate whether this site is suitable or not? It has given some result, but you should come to a conclusion whether it is suitable for erection or not. Okay, so now you see here, you count these percentages. Okay, so here it is, for example, let's try to calculate for only 1 month, and you will add for the remaining months. Okay, let's try to take the center month, which is nothing but the October month. So here, what is the percentage available here? 1%. Okay, so 1%. Next one, 2%. So 1 plus 2% plus 3% plus 4% plus 5%, 6, 7, and here this is also covered, and again 6, again 5, and again 4, 3, 2. Okay, just count these values. So 1 to 6 plus 7 to 2, count these values. So this we are going to get for how much month, and it will be getting in percentages. How much it is? Add from 1 to 7, totally 49%. And due to these atmospherical changes, you can add, for example, depending on this southern region, I can add locationally as 5%. Okay, so approximately how much it is? How much? 54%. That is only for which month? October month. Again you have to calculate for February month. Okay, so and again you have to, I mean this area, I mean we have to calculate the percentage for this complete area. Okay, so if you add slowly, and you will be getting an maximum restricted to 110, maximum restricted to 110%. So it may be less than 100, or it may be less than 110, or it not be more than 110. Okay, if you add all the things, you will get this much only. Okay, so by this, if you are getting approximately equal to 110, then you can fix that this site is suitable for solar panel erection, or the site is 100% suitable to install the solar panels. For example, after installing, you had got only very less, only some area, this area, so which is shown in this dark color shading, is only the area identified, and you got it less than 30 or 40%. Is the site recommendable to install? No, it's not recommendable. Okay, so that's how, and you can see here you got some data from this, and which is less than 110. So then what you can do, you can take this tool and you can place in some other location, and once again start calculating. Okay, so how to calculate is also very simple. Okay, so wherever the solar radiation is there, that will be shown in which color? Little bit light black. The remaining will be in which color? Black color. So wherever it is showing some like shadow, it will be shown. If you draw on the shadow, then automatically the line, I mean they will provide you one pen. By using that pen, you can draw where it is showing some lightning. Automatically that area will be your useful area for solar availability. So based on that, you have to calculate this percentage. You can take a decision whether to install a solar panel or not to install the plant. Okay, so this is about how to make use of a solar pathfinder. So now what we identified? Obstacles available. Okay, so generally will not will do for month wise. So in 1 month, how much you got? One, for example, 54 you got. So similarly you add in next month, similarly you add it. So almost all you have to get every month you have to get maximum 100. You should not get more than 100. Okay, so like that, whatever the area is there, you just add those percentage. Every month you should get less than 100. For example, maximum you can get up to 100. If you are getting every month 100, for example, take that complete area you got as light color. So then how much it will be? For maximum you got 100. So maximum you see here, we have taken everything, all the points approximately. You had got how much? 54. 54 into 12. How much? 54 into 12, 6, 48 percentage. Now this is the maximum possible percentage. If you get 600, no, 100% you can start installing the plant. Okay, so that clarity will be given by this solar pathfinder. So that's why the solar pathfinder is also called which tool? Obstacle analysis tool. This is going to say how, where the obstacles are there, how much amount of percentage you are going to lose. Okay, so and this is also called as a solar pathfinder. Okay, so when you are going to start the installation, you have to make use of this solar path, and you have to make the quick checks of obstacles. If we do an analysis like this for site survey only, then the site is eligible for solar plant erection. Okay, so this is how a solar pathfinder will be useful to erect an solar panel. Okay, so this how everyone shows this diagram. So how this diagram is there, but no one knows how to identify or how to plot the diagram. Okay, so this is there, not in India, is not now available. So this is the general tool used around 20 to 30 years back. Nowadays it is technology is full developed. We have directly what is that GPS based, and it will show you that location. So it will directly show where the best location you can install an solar panel. For example, if you place in this area, then it will say whether this site is suitable for installation or not. So this like a background, I can say like a manual calculation. So now the days are more optimized, and you are having an electronic based, and if you place the tool in that location, then it automatically it will show that this is suitable or not. So for example, if it is suitable, it will show in green color. If it is not suitable, it will show in red color. So based on that color, you can identify whether this location is suitable or not. So for example, if you place it this tool and this completely it is shown only 50 percentage. Now what to do? So every location, if you place our tool, it is showing only 54 percentage. What you have to do? You have to stop the installation, or you have to do what you have to do? We should not stop the installation. We have to identify where the obstacles are there, and you have to start trimming those trees. And once again, after trimming the trees, or after removing this what is the trimming of the trees, once again you have to perform what? By using this tool, you have to perform this analysis, and you have to get, I mean, maximum restricted to 648. So per month we can restrict up to 110. So it will not be maximum 110, it will be maximum 54. So why we are getting +5? So this depends upon the latitude of that location. So in some locations we can have more percentage of addition. So some locations we have lesser amount of addition. So maximum we restrict this to 110. You will not get maximum more than 110. So you have to add. It's like finding. So this shaded light, I mean shaded blue color, is nothing but where irradiation is available. The remaining area, the irradiation is not available. If we got completely a irradiation available, automatically there's no need. Maximum we can get up to 650, directly can go for installation. This is how the solar pathfinder will help us to identify whether the site is suitable for erection or it is not suitable for erection. So that's what the importance of this solar pathfinder.